This is the Iron Trader. It is Tuesday morning, so we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now, remember, the API numbers will come out today on crude at 4:30 today. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have the old crude oil, daily, weekly, and your monthly chart. Now, before we get started, just to put on your back burner here, the OPEC monthly report will be out on November 13th, and their annual meeting here, well, not annual meeting, but their monthly meeting is going to be on November 26th. Okay, so just keep those in mind that November 13th is the monthly report, and their meeting is going to be on November 26th. So we got to see what they're going to do, if they're going to maybe cut here, if they're going to add oil, whatever they're going to do here. But you can see where the price is just coming off here. Basically here, as I pointed out when this crude was way up here, I said you got in this war premium, you got a $5 to $10 premium in here, and look where we are. Okay, see, so you always look at this. So a lot of times when wars start, okay, if they can get resolved or whatever, then that price just comes right on off. Okay, so let's just take a look here at the daily chart. Well, see, when we look at the daily here, okay, I always point out this 8 SMA, okay? And, I'm sure you're probably sick of it. This guy with this 8 SMA. But look what it does here, okay? See, I mean, look at it. You go right up into it, right up into it, right up into it. And seeing yesterday, right into it, and then she comes right down. Now we have a nice big lower low, okay? So now what you want to do is you want to watch today's low. You're looking at 78.94 here. That's low, okay? So the next in line here is going to be right here. Okay, so you got 78.32, and then we have 78.27, which I've been pointing out here that is your big target. Now, here, if you look on a monthly chart here, you look at the 8 SMA here, you're looking at that's now about down to 78.95 here. Well, that needs to hold, but again, remember, this is a monthly chart, and the month just started off here, so I'm not getting too excited pointing all that out there. But that really needs to hold there. If that doesn't here, you're going to hit this 50 SMA here. That is going to be your target, and then 78.27. Now, let's just take a look here on this 200 SMA here on your monthly chart here. You're looking at 73.27, and then below that here is you got 68.84. But first of all, you got this basically 69.98, say $70 here. So what you really want to do, if this is all lost here, then your next target, big target, is going to be this 73.27, okay? And then you're going to have this, basically this 70 level here will be your big target here if this just keeps coming off here. Now, yesterday I pointed out here, look at that. See that bearish cross? That green goes over the red? That's bearish cross. And look how this is. Now, see this 8 SMA here? See, that's rolling over. So anytime this will go back up here, that's going to be huge resistance, just like it was here, okay? So back when we had this bull flag going here, it ran up a little bit, but I also pointed out this bear flag here. And what I didn't like was this indecision candle on that Friday. And now you can see where that 8 days rolling over, and now you're right below that, okay? So bottom line here, on the downside here, watch this 8 SMA here, that's 78.95 here, and then watch this right there, 78.32, and then that 78.27 would be your targets. If that is lost here, then we watch that 73.27 here, and then all the way down to pretty much $70 right there. Okay, on the upside here, well, you really need to regain this here. This is like 80.10 is what you really need to regain here. So you want to watch that. But if you look at this 8 SMA, you're going right crossing over that 100 SMA here, and that price is gonna fight it all the way down here. So what you want to do is want to look here at that 81.68 here on the upside here, that 81.72, you're pretty much locked right there. That's going to become huge resistance if this turns around here today. And then we always want to watch here this 82.04. So you're very close here on resistance, but unless it gets back above this 21 SMA here and tries to go for that 85.68 here, this is just going lower here. Okay, so again, just quick review here. Watch that 100 in this 8 SMA here on the upside, and then watch yesterday. If you can get above and close above that, and close above this 82.04. Then what you want to do is watch yesterday's high. Okay, so that's 82.24, and then we come to this candle here. You're looking at 82.83, and then we have this candle here, which is 83.60. And then we look at your 84.39, but you can see where your 21 days rolling over. Again, if you can get above that, then you can look at here at this 86.46 here. But this is all based on if you can close above the 100, the 8, and this 21 SMA here, then we can take a look at these candles and go to the next level here. But right now, this is looking ugly times 10 right here. This looks lower. Now, I'm short. I own the SCO here because you just can't get through this 8 SMA here. So it just looks lower. And then when you look at the price, the seasonality that's in this factor here, it's just not looking good here. So bottom line here, downside, watch your 8 SMA here, watch this 50 SMA here, and then watch it 200-day on the downside. On the upside, watch that key 8 SMA, your 100 SMA here, and your 21 SMA. That's going to be super strong resistance. All right, let's take a look at natty gas. Okay, here we have the old natural gas here. Now, we had a sideways action here, and now she just fallen right over. Okay, so today's low so far was 3.16 here. Okay, so let's take a look at this 8 SMA here. You're looking at 3.14. That will be your next level of key support level here. And then we have your 50-day below that. That's all the way down to 2.97. But watch this key 8 SMA here. It really needs to hold that. If it does, you can see the bullish pattern here where you're just going back and forth here. If it can hold that, then we have a chance of that thing running right back up. Okay. If not, what you want to do here is we just want to look at the top of these candles here. So next to the line basically here is then after that, after this 8 SMA here at 3.14, then we looked at the top of this candle here, you're looking at 3.092 here. And then we have 3.03 here. And then you have your 2.97, which lines up very, very nicely with this 50-day at 2.97. Okay, so that's pretty much in sync right there. Again, if that's lost there, then we looked at this 2.86 level here, and then we come all the way across here to this candle right here, which is basically 2.02. There's your gap. Then look to the top of this candle, 2.78. There's your fill. Okay, so if that 2.86 is lost, then we look to the gap and we look to the fill, and then we have the 100 SMA here. But usually those gaps are good fill. Now, whether it will on this run here or not, it all depends. Now, if you're looking at the upside, well, it really needs to close back above, on a closing basis, above this 3.236 here. Now, if it can, then we just look to the top of this candle here. Okay, that's 3.295. And then what we want to do here is we want to look to the bottom of this candle here, which is basically 3.32. And then you have your 8-day at 3.41 here, okay? But it's all going to hinge on this 21 SMA here. It needs to close back up here. Then you can start attacking these bottom of this candle here and this 8 SMA here. But again, if you can get above the SMA, you still have this gap and fill here. Okay, so you're looking at 3.40 here. And then your bottom of this candle here is 3.45. But that's way ahead of yourself. The key is going to be this 21 SMA here. So today here, what we want to do is make sure that you watch this 8 SMA here, sitting at 3.14. If that is lost here, then you just follow these candles here all the way basically to this 2.97, which has strong support here because you have the 50-day on the daily and the 50-day here on your weekly chart here. Okay, so we just got to see how it's all going to shake out here now. So your RSI here, well, you're heading on the way down. That's obvious here. And you have a bearish cross here on your MACD, your green cross below your red here. That's never a good sign. That's a telltale sign there. So basically, bottom line here, what we have going on here with the natty gas is the same way with crude. You want to do the scalping here, okay? So you can use KOLD on the short side here. You can use UNG, BOIL on the long side here, or however you trade it. You can do, there's many ways to trade natural gas here. However you feel comfortable with it, but just watch that key 21-day on a closing basis, and then watch this key 8 SMA on a closing basis. That is going to be key. All right, I'll have more for you on the old crude ski and natty gas here after the pit close, after 2:30 later today. Thanks for watching.